Welcome back to Foundational Fridays, where we explore different elements of the Pilates system to help Excel Pilates clients dig deeper into their own practice. For the next couple weeks, we're going to be exploring feet. You might say that Joe Pilates had a foot fetish. He created the foot corrector, the toe gizmo, the 2x4 with 2x4 exercises. You can do footwork all over the studio on many apparatus, and there are a litany of foot exercises throughout the Pilates system. Why did he do that? Well, Joe believed in maintaining health. Yes, Pilates is a corrective system, but he believed in maintaining your health before any injury arose. And you can think about all the injuries that occur to a foot. You can have some tendonitis. People grow bunions. A lot of times there's alignment issues because we're doing something weird with our arches, or we're pronating, we're supinating. So Joe wanted to make sure that you knew how to use your feet correctly and keep them moving correctly, so you could bypass any of those problems. So the first thing we're going to look at is probably one of the first things you learned when you walked into the Pilates studio. The very famous Pilates V, right? We see it, right? All the time. We use it in a lot of our exercises. Now, I remember watching a workshop that was led by Jay Grimes. He was actually a student of Joe, and I remember him saying that there is no such thing as Pilates V. Joe never said that. That wasn't something he would instruct his students. But he did say that Joe was so smart that when you would look at a skeleton, right, in your science classroom and it was hanging down, that when the body just hung, the heels were together and the feet were apart, that was a natural position of the body. So in Pilates now, we call it the Pilates V, just so you can get into that position quickly. But getting into that position quickly is very important because the Pilates V helps you access the glutes, what we like to call the seat to feet connection. So sometimes I see the Pilates V just with your feet, right? You can do that. I can be in a parallel position, and with my feet, I can just turn them out, right? But that doesn't help me engage my glutes. So the turnout of your feet really comes from the hips. And I'm not a dancer. I was never a trained dancer. So for people who just come in off the street and have never danced, sometimes this idea of a turnout can be confusing. And so this is something that I do that helped me find that hip turnout. So just stand in parallel, and I take one of my legs slightly in front of me, right? So just a little bit in front of me. And I use my hips and my glutes to help turn out. This is a turnout from my hips. And then I drag that foot back. Maintaining that foot, I take my other leg in front of me. And again, the turnout is with my hips, not my foot. My foot has played no part in this turnout. So I turn out again, and I drag them back in. So now here I am. The turnout is with my hips, and I'm going to tell you right now, my glutes are engaged and hard as a rock. So I hope that helps you find your Pilates V and that seat to feet engagement. Take care of yourselves, take care of your bodies until I see you next Friday when I meet you at the mat.